Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. I apologize for my voice. I'm kind of on the downhill slide of a sinus infection, so my voice is a little jacked up. So you just have to bear with me. I used to own a Jeep, and I think it was a 2008, had 37s on it, or 38s or something like that, 24-inch wheels. Pretty good looking Jeep. High mileage Jeep. I had to sell it because it started giving me trouble. This was years ago. As part of having a Jeep, we used to take the top off, go riding, stuff like that. Really fun. And I bought one of these Jeep top remover things, and I never took it out of the garage. I just left it in here. So now I use it as my way that I pick my mower up when I change my blades, sharpen my blades, or clean up under the deck. And let's get us some light up under here so we can see. Which one is it? Right there. So that'll be pretty good. That puts a weird look on the camera screen. What the heck is that? Sorry about that. I have no clue how to make that go away. See how the camera screen is got its own waveform or something. I don't know what that is. So blades off first, and I'll show you what I do with those here in a second. But then after that, basically, let's take a putty knife. That looks like it comes from Napa. I just scrape everything good and clean. Get as much of the dry material off as I possibly can before I put the water to it. And of course, now I do this procedure every time I sharpen my blades, as I clean up under my deck. And yes, this is the same mower that I ceramic coated a while back in that video. And as you can see up under the deck, I just believe the ceramic coating wears out. I don't think the ceramic coating is intended to be used up under a mower deck, and you get the same results as you would like on a painted surface that isn't tortured by a mower blade and flying grass everywhere. So right now when I'm scraping this off, it's really not coming off any easier than it normally would. I've done this enough times, I know by now how hard or how easy it is to get this off. And the ceramic coating isn't making it any easier whatsoever. So this is a flimsy. This thing's got flimsiness to it. I used to have one that wasn't quite as flimsy. I don't know where it's at. That one does a lot better job than this one. Well, not a better job, just makes it easier because there's no give in it. But yeah, the first time I cleaned up under the deck after I ceramic coated it, it did come off considerably easier. I mean, a lot easier. And if I would have had the time, if I were that hyper anal about it, I would have cleaned and washed the deck with water, prepped it, put another coating of ceramic coating on it. But that's a lot of work just to be able to scrape a little bit of grass off easier. So I didn't do it. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to get this spotless clean. I'm just going to get it clean somewhat, and then I'm gonna put water on it, pressure washer, so that'll really get it good and clean. I'm just getting all the big chunks. It's easier for me to sweep this up in a pile and put it in the trash can than it is for me to manage it after it's got wet. I really wish I had that other spatula. I don't know where that thing is at. This is a little aggravating, not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna definitely go by the hardware store and get me another one, because I can't find the one I always use. So I've got up under the deck pretty clean with a spatula. Got my blades off. I'm gonna send those off to be sharpened. I've actually got a new way that I think is pretty convenient for folks that don't like sharpening their blades, don't have a way to sharpen their blades, don't want to fool with it, you know, that kind of thing. So it's a pretty convenient way. I'll show you what I do with that in a second. But the deck's pretty clean. I'm gonna pull it out in the driveway. We're gonna go through a full detail on the mower. Now they are calling for a little bit of rain off and on. So if it starts raining, I'll just stop and pick back up when it stops raining again. But good day for this kind of work. So on the mower blades, I don't need to clean them. Obviously I don't need to send the hardware, so I'm gonna keep that. Once I get my hardware off, you know, my bolts and washers and things like that, I got two options. One, I can just send the blades in myself, or there's another option where I'll be sent a packet like this. It'll have a nice, neat little custom box inside the package. Then all I gotta do is put the box together and put my blades in it, tape it up, and there it comes with a return label. So I put my return label on here, send it off to re-edge it, and I'll get my blades back, and they will be cleaned. They will be perfectly balanced the correct way, and they will be incredibly sharp. That way I don't have to fool with it. Probably need to put a little packaging in here so the blades don't flop around. And the most important part is I want to make sure I tape this box up very well, because you know how UPS and FedEx and the post office can get a little bit carried away from time to time. If you select the option to where you take it upon yourself to send the blades in, you are responsible for your shipping insurance. If they get lost or damaged, you have to take care of the claim with the shipping provider that you use. If you choose the second option to where Re-Edge sends you their own box, then Re-Edge is responsible for the shipping insurance. And you know, if by chance the blades get lost or damaged, stolen, Re-Edge will file a claim. Once that claim has went through, then Re-Edge will get you a brand new set of lawnmower blades. So I've had a degreaser soaking up under here, and I sprayed it on first, and then I Actually had some degreaser with some foam soap and foamed it after that. So that's been soaking for a minute. Now I'm just gonna take a pressure washer and clean up under it real good. Once I get everything I can get with my straight wand, I actually put this little 90-degree hook on there. You can get these on Amazon for hardly nothing. Just makes it a little bit easier to get up under the deck. For those of you that are, business minded or own a business, run a business, especially if you're self-employed, you will understand this more than anybody, that your time equals money, right? This YouTube channel is, essentially a business. So when I'm doing these detailing videos, and whether it be cars or vehicles or equipment, lawn care equipment or whatever, I looked at the option of carrying all these products, becoming a dealer and carrying them on my online store, but I'm not going to do that much of it to actually justify that. So I got in contact with Obsessed Garage, and I've become an affiliate with them, and what that means is there'll be links in the description to all the stuff that I'm using. If there's something you want to buy that you see me using and you use that link, I get a commission off of that. I think it's 5%. So it's not a lot. I mean, if you spend $100, I get $5. So I'm not getting rich on it, okay? If enough people do use the links, and it might end up being a couple $100 worth or a couple $1,000 worth, then the 5% starts getting a little bit better. Still, you're not getting rich off of it, but at some point maybe it'll help me cover the time I have invested in doing the videos and all this kind of thing. So first thing, I soak it down with a degreaser. I got super clean, I got green clean, I got purple power, I got so many different ones. Some of those more hardcore degreasers like that, I've found over the years that if I use them repetitively, they tend to fade out the color on my paint. So I'm trying some more degreasers. I got, 3 or 4 different ones I'm trying out to see if I can use those and they eat away the grime, and then at the same time, they don't cause any damage to my paint, or they don't make the paint fade. So once I soak it down with the degreaser, I'll go back and use a foam cannon, and you let me know if you would like to see a GCI Turf branded foam cannon. I've got one that I absolutely love. It's hands down my favorite. I've got all of them. I've tried them all, and it's one that really stands out that I like the best. I have contacted the company, and I've got it all set up. I just need some feedback to whether that would be worth my time. Lawn care companies can use them to clean your equipment. Obviously, you can use them to clean your vehicle, but it's basically, taking somebody else's product and putting your name on it, your logo on it, changing the color on the bottle and that kind of thing. So I know some people don't like that, some people don't care, but it would be a GCI Turf branded foam cannon. So let me know in the comments below if that's something you would be interested in. If it is, I'll proceed with it. Now I'm gonna foam it, and I'm gonna let it sit for a while and then pressure wash it. I put the least amount of water on the motor and on the electrical components as needed. It may look to you on camera that I'm saturating the motor with water, but yes, it's getting some water on it, that's obvious, but I'm not drowning it to the point of where I'm going to take a chance of jacking up any of the electrical components or anything like that. So I've been doing this for years. I've yet to have a motor not crank back up and not run after pressure washing it. That is because, like I said, I just don't hammer down on the motor with the water. Now I'm gonna let that soak for a few minutes and do its thing. And I actually have foam soap and I have some of that degreaser mixed into the solution. So it's kind of getting a double whammy of the degreaser. And I'm gonna let that sit for a minute and I'll come back out here and pressure wash it off. Look at that. You can see the degreaser alone has done a crazy good job at cleaning some of this off, but it ain't quite clean enough, so we need to take it a little further. And what I was saying earlier about the ceramic coating under the deck, it didn't last real good there, but you can see on the paint itself, you can see that's still sheeting pretty good, still good and hydrophobic. So those of you that don't know, that basically just makes it easier to clean, puts a protective barrier on the paint, protects your paint, gives it a little more shine, that kind of thing. Now before I wrap it up and do my tires, I'm going to take these panels off so I can clean up under here where the pulley system's at. Probably should have taken this off first and blew it out to blow all the dry out, but I wasn't thinking. Go in and clean the back side of my panels before I put them on. Before I put my panels back on, I want to make sure I get everything blowed off real good. I don't want any standing water sitting anywhere on the mower. I like to take care of my stuff. This stuff isn't cheap, definitely isn't free. I have to work and bust my tail hours and hours and hours a week to be able to have stuff like this, have nicer equipment. So it's just good to take care of it. I probably clean it up like this in detail maybe 3 times a year. And you know, some people that might not be taking care of it, but to me, in my schedule, that's the time I have. If I had more time than that, I would clean it more often than that. Looks pretty good now, nice and shiny. So there you go, mower's nice and clean. I think I'm going to either sell this mower or I may even give it away. No, Wright didn't give it to me or nothing like that. I bought it from my local dealer. I just worked it out through Wright to get the mower painted black. So I don't know if it's a one-off or whatever, but an exceptional mower. I've absolutely loved it. The only reason I would sell it or give it away would be I just want to try a different mower. The only mowers I've ever used is Wright, and then we used Exmark for years and years and years and years. I mean, a long time. So if you have any suggestions on what mower I should look into to get in there, this would be strictly to cut my own yard, I wouldn't use it in my company or nothing. I do prefer a walk behind for the exercise, and it's just a lighter weight mower. It's less aggressive on the turf. That's really my main reasons I like the walk behind. So comment below, let me know what brand, what model. I prefer a 52-inch width of cut, and obviously it needs to be a hydrostatic and that kind of thing. But it's been a great mower. I just got to figure out if I want to sell it or do a giveaway or something like that and give it away to one of you guys that watch me all the time. Just haven't made my mind up on that yet. Again, the links to all the cleaning supplies I use will be in the description below. I agree with Matt 100% when he says honor the source. So if you are first time watching this and you're just now looking into cleaning up your equipment, stuff like that, I would greatly appreciate it if you decide to get some of this to use my links. That helps me out a lot. And if you're someone who already has been watching Matt in the past, don't use my links. Honor the source, honor him as showing you the products first, I guess would be a good way to say it, or he's just the guy that showed them to you. So honor the source, go directly to his website and buy it straight from him. But again, if it's new to you and this is the first time you've seen stuff like this and you want to kind of get into keep taking care of your equipment, cleaning it up, I'd appreciate if you honor that source as well. So once I get my blades back from reedgeit.com, then I will slap those things on. They will be absolutely razor sharp and clean and balanced and ready to rock and roll. And the mower will be ready next time I cut the grass, which probably be early spring, which I got a couple months on that. So the mower's prepped, ready to go. Probably as we get into the spring, before I do my first mow, I'll probably change the oil on it. It's been a little while since I did that. I may video that, show you that process as well. In my company, whether my online business or my local company, I have 8 words that I try to put into practice every single day, or allow them to become part of my routine during the workday. And two of those words are grit and grind. And today's a day I just didn't feel like doing this. I didn't feel like getting out and getting something done and working and cleaning on my mower and getting it prepped. But the way my schedule's set up, I have to kind of stick with it and stay on track. And today was a grit day, and today was a grind day. I know it just looks like I'm washing a mower, but this sinus infection has really kicked my tail for the past 3 or 4 days. Luckily, fortunately, I'm out of it. I'm on the way out of it. You hear the remnants of it, but grit and grind today all the way, because this was just not a enjoyable, fun thing for me to do, but I got it done. As part of GCI Turf Pro, which I'm working really hard on that, getting ready to launch that here really soon. I'm gonna probably open that up with a couple of different videos for the business owner, and I'll go over those 8 words I use in detail, and I think that'll really help you to put into perspective the mindset that you might need if you want to be self-employed. And those 8 words really play into that. So I'll be getting that video together. Once I can talk a little better and I sound better, I'll get that video done for you. So hey, as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later. Since I'm grinding it out today, I might as well go get my 2 outlet mowers and clean those up too.